Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining me. This is GGF bringing you episode 97. Well on our way to 100 of Let's Try Pathfinder, Wrath of the Righteous. Hope you guys are doing well. We are super excited to get it in today. Are my headphones up? 1 second, guys. BRB. Let's try that again. There we go. Perfect. All right. Let's load up episode 96. We're in Chili Creek. Ready to see what's going on here and talk to Jernaugh and see what's cracking. So let's go, son. All right, here we are. We're heavy. We need to sell. Let's see. A small doll made of grass is tied to the tree with a dark blue ribbon. 3 old dolls hang from the branches. Their grass and seaweed bodies are slowly rotting away. A straw doll clad in a small, skillfully embroidered light blue dress is tied to the trunk of the tree. What's going on, Jernaugh? Jernaugh walks thoughtfully around the grove. He pauses in front of a few trees, lingering there for some time. He seems to be examining something carefully. At the sound of your footsteps, he turns around abruptly, but the anxious expression on his face quickly gives way to an amiable smile. Commander, it's so good to see you. It seems you found time to visit our quiet backwater after all. I could be mistaken, but it looked like you were frightened by my arrival. Oh no, you startled me. That's all. It's my overactive imagination. I still can't get used to living in such a small village. The town where I grew up was a good deal larger, and it was located near a trade route, so there were always lots of new faces and plenty of people bustling around. Here, though, it's different. The moment you step outside the village, you're all alone. You can walk for miles in any direction with only the birds and animals for company. This is, of course, the way Erastil teaches us to live, but truth be told, it still makes me feel somewhat uncomfortable. Why were you looking at those trees? See for yourself. He points to one of the branches, and among the leaves you notice a small doll made of grass and seaweed, tied with blue ribbon. I keep finding them here in the grove. I think it's some kind of local ritual. I've asked the villagers to tell me what it means, but they won't give me an answer. I just don't understand the reason for all this secrecy. How do you like living in the village? I'm getting used to the way of things. I still get the occasional sidelong glance from the locals, but that's not surprising. After all, I'm just some stranger who decided to show up without an invitation and settle down in the village. But the church warned us about this. Such caution is to be expected at first. I just have to do my best to earn their trust. I heal, I purify the water, I give blessings. Sooner or later, they will accept me as one of their own. It's so quiet here. War makes you forget what peace feels like. I understand. My time in Canabras gave me a small taste of war. I only had to live through it for a few days, but I know the horrors I witnessed will haunt my nightmares for years to come. I cannot imagine how hard it is for those like yourself, soldiers who have given their lives to this cause. The priest places a hand on his heart. You have chosen to fight there in order to protect our peaceful and quiet life here, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart. What do the locals think of Erastil? They're indifferent. They are pragmatic people, you know. They don't have time for theology. If old Deadeye helps them survive, that's good enough for them. You know, some priests get overzealous with sermons. They demand that people pray, observe all the rituals, make sacrifices, and then those priests, all holy and pious, are surprised when locals kick them out of their village, right into the nearest ditch. The priest laughs. I was taught differently. First, you have to prove your worth. You have to show them why you and your deity are useful. It's only after they've begun to trust you and start asking questions about your faith that you can really share your beliefs. Then you can tell them all about old Deadeye and his teachings. Well then, will you show me around the village? Of course, let's go. You'll get to meet the locals, see how we live. Maybe you'll even manage to get some peace and quiet, a temporary respite from the hardships of war. Alright, we did level up, guys, and Jernaugh is joining us here. We're moving really slow because we're exhausted.
I'm gone.
Let's see here. Old faded blue ribbons hang from the branches of the tree. That's weird. What's with the blue ribbons? But we do have to level up. We're going to level up soon. We've got an elk here who's chilling. I don't think we can talk to it. If I click it, they might attack.
Out of my sight!
Yeah,
Let's head out.
Let's not do that. Alright, let's head along the bank. Well, is this the way? Yeah, I think so. A piece of gray ribbon hangs from the branch. Yeah, hopefully there's a trader in town. Oh, some loot in a trunk. Sorry, we're moving so slowly, guys. 12 gold, a glaive, a silver chain, and a sling staff. Oh, more loot. A drowned corpse here. Bloodless eye, bloodshot eye, 10 gold. Bloodstone, grinding stone, and dagger. Huh. That seems to be all. Alright, let's try to get into town. Guess we can't come down here too much further. Or can we? No. If need be, we'll drop our stuff and go in that way. We need to rest really badly. Oh, what a beast. We've got you now. Watch out for those huge teeth. Don't let him catch you. Wow, like a hydra. Aim for her throat and belly. Fewer scales there. We're exhausted, bro. I don't think we can handle this. Don't be afraid, everyone. We fought ones bigger than this. A hydra, magical beast. Level 5. Oh, damn. Or dang, everyone. One of them went down.
You wide open.
Come on. It's almost taken down. Got it. Good, good, good. That'll teach you to mess with us. A man with green eyes, the broad shoulders of a swimmer, and the calloused hands of a fisherman shakes his fist at the beast's motionless carcass. Something's got him all worked up. That's the second time they've crawled out this month. So let him come. A woman, her eyes the same shade of green as the fisherman, smiles at you. It's not the first time and it won't be the last, but what's it matter? They can't hurt us, and we can use their hides to make a lot of waterproof coats and cloaks. Marco, Melissa, I'd like to introduce you to someone. This is Elzarian, the commander of the crusade. He's the one I told you about. Ah, real hero in our little backwater. It's so nice of you to drop by. We've never had anyone so important come to visit. Heroic acts are important, but sometimes it's good to leave the front lines and talk to ordinary people living ordinary lives. Anyway, welcome to Chili Creek. Hydras are usually far more dangerous. That beast was not at its full strength. I can tell you have an eye for such things. Well, of course he does. He's the commander of the crusade. He probably could have told you all with his eyes shut. Melissa smiles at you. It's all thanks to our mother, Icy Rill. She takes care of her children, won't let anyone hurt them. She fills our nets with fish and drives away the monsters. That's right, and if she doesn't drive the beasts away, she'll weaken them so we can kill them and harvest their hides. Icy Rill, who's that? She's right here. Marco nods toward the river. Did you think that this was the Selland? No, it'd take a half a day's rowing before you reached that river. It's big to be sure and very important. The Selland flows through at least a dozen countries. But where would the great Selland be if it wasn't fed by thousands of little streams and creeks, such as our dear Icy Rill? The people of Chili Creek hold the river in great reverence. The priest's observation is matter of fact, but you notice his voice sounds a bit strained. How could we not? Our whole lives are built around the river. From the wedding wreath we send down its stream to the funeral boat that floats away on the waters when the time comes. Our mother, Icy Rill, feeds us, gives us water, protects us. With a kind smile, Marco casts a sidelong glance at the frowning priest. The gods are far away, but our Icy Rill is right here, so we treat her with respect. The two of you look very much alike. I assume you're related? Right you are. Marco ruffles Melissa's hair. She laughs and tweaks his nose. She's my little sister. Takes after our granny, may her memory never fade. She was always restless, couldn't sit still, and Melissa is just the same. She's always up to something. And you took after our grandpa, may the river silt be his feather bed. You're as brave as he was, and just as stubborn. You two looked very confident when you were giving orders to the other villagers during the fight. Are you in charge here? Well, how should I put this? Our village is too small for anyone to be in charge. We just happen to know a thing or two about using a weapon, so if some nasty creature comes crawling out of the river, we give the orders. But when it comes to fishing or fixing nets, we'll be the ones following orders. We're not an army, and there are no officers here. We all live together, solve our problems together, and serve the Icy Rill together. Although, truth be told, it's only been in the last few years that people have really started listening to us. Before that, villagers kept to themselves, and no one wanted to go poking their nose into anyone else's business. When we first came up with the idea to start trading on the river, the other villagers stubbornly dug in their heels. But after money and goods began to flow into the village, they changed their minds. Yes, the village has been growing. We're getting to see all sorts of things we had only ever heard about before. The year before last, we had a fair, and people came all the way from Canabras to attend. Then a priest came, and we'd never seen one of those before in these parts. And now, who'd have thought, the commander of the crusade has decided to pay us a visit. What are those grass dolls that hang from the trees in the grove? A shadow passes over Markiel's face, and he looks away. There's nothing much to tell, really. An old local custom. It's just a ritual, Melissa adds in a low voice. No one seems willing to share any further details with you. How's life in the village now that you've got a priest? Not much has changed. Markiel shrugs and smiles amiably. He's a good lad. He does some healing, never bothers us with sermons. Why, he's even learning to fish in his spare time. He knows a lot of songs, and when he sings, it makes you want to sit and listen. Melissa smiles archly at the priest, and he blushes. The world wound is not that far away. Have you ever been attacked by demons? No, we've never seen any. Our mother, Icy Rill, keeps us safe. She would never let such abominations get near us. I don't like either of you. Die. Alright, I have to go. Back to the front. Melissa shakes her head sadly. I can't even imagine the nightmarish creatures you have to fight there. Have a safe journey and a swift victory. Well, that's not it, is it? 230 XP. Really, that's it? 4 Hydra eyes. Mutated fish and a potion of vanish. Nice. It's tough out there to be fighting the war, eh? Pick the lock. Camellia. Ooh. Oppressor's gloves. Spiral shell, 24 gold, 2 handfuls of gems, a scimitar, and a dagger. Is that the whole village? No, there's someone. There's more in here. Ah, an actual village. With walls and everything. Loot, 6 gold, a light hammer, silver disc, and a potion of protection from good. Curious they'd have one of those here. Quick save. And we will start leveling up this episode probably. I just want to hit a trader, if possible. They have someone who does business here. Jernaugh, maybe? This is the way we live out here. We're not wealthy, but things are at least relatively quiet. Let's go. Harass will keep you. Let's see if we can find
Let us be careful.
someone to do business with. There's loot everywhere. Godspeed salad, 7 gold, silver earring, 2 fine hides, scroll of veil of positive energy, 2 spices, 2 flour, 2 fowl, 4 onions, or 4 fowl, 4 onions. I really hope there's a trader out this way. A jade, 14 gold, 5 rusty horseshoes, a wooden spoon. We'll explore this more deeply for like perception spots, but let's see if we can talk to Mark Hill. Look, the commander's here. Welcome back. Please stay here as long as you'd like. Safe travels, may you defeat all your enemies, and don't forget you're always welcome here. Right, but tell me you have a trader at least. Fairy Tales of Avestan, 8 gold, 2 mugs, a light shield, and a potion of mage armor. They say the demons in the wound are on the move again. Something's about to happen. Something happens, it'll happen there, not here. Things stay quiet around here thanks to the river. That's how it should be. 3 purifying solutions, 4 rice, 4 milk, eggs, 2 cheese, 4 butter. Yes, the icy rill will keep us safe. She won't allow any harm to come to us. Still, what do you think is happening? With the demons, I mean. 10 gold, a citrine, a silver powder, and an agate. I don't know, and I don't want to know. You'd be better off asking how many catfish we'll catch this season. Not that that's a real question, and now that's a real question and a good one too. As for all that demon stuff, who cares? 24 gold, 8 animal hide, 5 spoons, and a carved beads. Doesn't anyone trade? Notes of a Traveling Priest Against the Coven by Tyr and Dean. Carved urn, smoking pipe, 9 gold. A traveling healer should enjoy a careless day of rest now and then. That is what I was thinking when I accepted an invitation to a wedding feast at a small Mandavian village near the Estrovian forest. It was a hot summer, so the tables were set outdoors in the middle of an apple orchard. I was seated between a sullen girl of about 15 and a cheerful old lady with a few scars on her face. The simple village dishes smelled wonderful. The musicians were playing cheerful tunes and slowly getting drunk, and the groom was glowing. The bride sat staring at the table, with her blue eyes every so often wandering to her flower crown. A frightening, unsteady howl came from somewhere beyond the orchard and broke the idyll. I turned to my elder neighbor with a silent question in my eyes. It's Nelica's dog, the bride's. It went mad last night and won't stop howling, so they locked it up in the barn. Jealous of her mistress, no doubt. I quickly got up and the adolescent girl who sat beside me followed along. It wasn't difficult to find and untie the dog. It was a huge shepherd and it jumped up to greet me, apparently sensing the power and goodness of my faith. He whimpered quietly, almost crying, then ran outside and led us with him. We went down to a ravine in the shadows beneath some weeping willows. We were greeted by sad blue eyes gazing at us from a dead pale face. The body of Nelica, the bride whom we'd seen at the feast just a few minutes ago, had been pinned against the trunk of a dry tree by some horrible force. The dog sat at her feet and howled again. I ran back rapidly, praying to the goddess. I know a monster that likes to kill young women to take on their appearance and destroy their family. These monsters worship powerful demon lords, the very embodiment of chaos, abomination, and evil. The powers of a humble healer would hardly be enough to stand against such an opponent, but how could I leave those people in such peril? I collected myself as I approached the doors of the bedroom, where they'd already taken the young couple. I flung open the door and exhaled the words of a prayer. An unnaturally large creature stood over the young man's body. It yelped at the blow that my prayer had dealt and turned around immediately. Shimmering, steely gray skin, monstrous claws, ugly features. It was an Anis, the most horrible of hags. The illusion that made her look like Nelica had fallen, and the bride's flower crown sat mockingly on the matted hair of her huge head. She raised her hand, preparing to cast her spell on me, but a shaggy shadow leapt from behind my back and pinned the hag to the ground, clenching its fangs around her throat. The dog had come to avenge its owner. But hags don't hunt alone. Behind my back there was another Anis from the coven, who had pretended to be the old lady at the table. A terrible claw reached out to me, but halted midair. You, the hag whispered, baffled, and immediately fell from a blow to the throat. The adolescent girl wiped the blood from her hand and winked at me. Her eyes were different colors. One was blue and the other was green. Family matters. Well, priestess, shall we go check on the poor groom? Alas, the happy village wedding turned into a funeral for the dead. Nelica and her elder relative, who the hags had killed to sneak into the feast. At least we were able to save the groom. I was staring at the young man's icy eyes and the shaggy dog sitting at his feet, and I knew they wouldn't be staying much longer in the village. Soon the Mandavian Crusaders would have a new recruit and his dog in their ranks, 2 more souls with a grudge against demons and those who follow them. Before leaving the village, I visited the girl, a foundling cared for by the village herbswoman. Why did you decide to go against the coven? I asked her softly. I was born 15 years ago, and after a similar wedding. Hags often bear the children they conceive after killing the bride and taking her place in the groom's bed. Such children usually follow in their mother's footsteps, but I decided I preferred to be human. I nodded. I might have not been able to rest carelessly at a celebration, but this was worth it. The child of a monster had stepped onto the path of redemption and spared the world from the very evil that had spawned her. That's pretty cool, but is that what's happening here? Something to do with hags? And unfortunately, I don't think there's a single trader in this village. 2 spices, 2 flour, 4 flame tongue, 4 moss, and a pearl and a golden trinket. So we're gonna have to rest. We got some loot. Ooh, a lockpick. Apprentice lockpick, rainbow quartz, 18 gold, a short sword, a light shield, 2 green quartz. Let's go ahead and rest. You can't camp while enemies are nearby. Interesting.
Follow my steps.
I guess let's look further down this way. Just... No, that doesn't go anywhere. Can we rest here? Yeah, okay. Quick save. Then we'll talk to the folks again and see what's what. Alright, scroll of Shield of Faith. Whoa, 32 for the protective rituals here. Camouflage, scroll scribing. Alright, let's rest for 9 hours.
I don't know how I lived without beer up till now. Beer alone was worth coming up to the surface for.
And you still haven't tried good wine.
Alright, impact of the corruption weakened. Chance of attack on campus lowered, scribing scrolls. Alright, now we should at least be able to move. Let's quick save. Current morale -4. Let's talk to Jernaugh. It's always good to see you. Why were you examining those trees back in the grove? There are little dolls made of grass and seaweed tied to their branches. They're everywhere, dozens of them. I asked the villagers what they are, but they just mutter darkly and walk away. I simply don't understand. What is the purpose of this ritual, and why is it being kept secret? How do you like being in the village? I'm getting used to the way of things. I still get occasional sidelong glances from the locals, but that's not surprising. Wait, we heard this already. What do the locals think of Erasto? Yeah. When Crusaders are near the World Wound, they often experience nightmares when they sleep. Do you have any trouble with nightmares here? No troubles with nightmares here. The village is located on the outskirts of the World Wound, so perhaps that's why? Oh, Erasto will help you. Come on, there's gotta be someone we can trade with. Well, looks like we've caught ourselves a big fish, the commander of the crusade, right here in our village. I don't like the sound of that.
Let's head out.
Alright. Let's talk to Markeel and Melissa again. How are things going in the village? Not much happens in the village. I'm sure you have a lot going on and stuff is always happening in the cities and on the front lines, but things are pretty quiet out here. But let's see, what's the latest news from our little village? Well, we went fishing and caught some roughy. They were big too, nice and plump, fat as piglets, I tell you. What else? Weevils have eaten through our carrots. They gobbled up everything down to their last stalk. Then the other day, old Breg went up to fix his roof and took a hard fall. If it hadn't been for Jernaugh and his prayers, he'd have kicked the bucket by now, no doubt about that. You mustn't think it's ridiculous to call any of this. You must think it's ridiculous to call any of this news. Also, Jernaugh is downright wonderful. I don't know, maybe his prayers are working, or maybe he just has a lucky touch. But whenever he blesses me, I always catch a boatload of fish. Also, he sings like an... Enough already, Markeel frowns. Jernaugh this, Jernaugh that. It's all I ever hear you talk about. Do you worship any deities here? Faith, religions, deities. With all due respect to Jernaugh, no one out here has time for such things. Maybe the people in the city can go around saying prayers and listening to sermons, but in a backwater place like this, we're just doing what we can to survive. There's only one provider and protector for us, our mother, Icy Rill. Markhill nods toward the river. Yeah, the river doesn't care about prayers or sacrifices, and if the Icy Rill wants something in exchange for her help, she just takes it without asking. Melissa stares pensively at a piece of driftwood as if it's carried away by the current. When crusaders are near the world moon, they often experience nightmares when they sleep. Do you have any trouble with nightmares there? Don't know what you're talking about, if I'm honest. I sleep like a dead man, nothing to complain about. Oh wait, this is different. He's a good man. He came all this way to live with us even though he had never met us before. His religious beliefs, well, they're his own business, but life in the village became a lot more fun after he arrived, and that's all that really matters. He's a good singer and he knows lots of stories. All the best ones are about you, actually, and how you cleverly defeated all the demons in Canabras. He sings you his little songs and you hang on his every word. Markio pretends to scowl as he teases his sister. He's a good man, no question, but still, he's not one of us. You'd be better off finding yourself someone from the village instead of spending all your time with him boating up and down the river. Yeah, nobody asked you. Melissa sticks her tongue out at Markio. We related. Alright, safe travels. May you defeat all your enemies. And don't forget, you're always welcome here. I guess this really just is a sleepy little village. Caught this big pike the other day. It was big as a crocodile. Well, it looks like we caught ourselves a big fish. I'm shocked there's not at least one trader, though. Oh, there's a bunch of loot down there. Right, there were those dead wolves and stuff. Maybe we're going to find out what they're about when we leave the village. We should level up, guys, but kind of into this right now. Let's look around more. We're not carrying a heavy load unless we're exhausted. Lore nature check succeeded. I don't know why. Why everyone had to roll one. Dire Wolves, level 5. I'm using... Yeah, let me get my weapon back out.
Into the fray!
Oh.
I will see to your demise.
Wait, just stop. Let it come back to us.
Precision and grace.
Boom, son. The elk has corrupted animal meat in elk hide. Direwolf has a wolf pelt. Oh, we can skin them. Succeeded. Wolf pelt and elk hide. Skin it. Succeeded. Wolf pelt. Little loot here. A potion of vanish. Turquoise, dagger, gold coin, and meteor dust. Megaloceros. Whoa. $27 gold, a studded leather, incense, and tea and Shia ink. Ferocious Megaloceros. Huh.
I'm gone.
Is there a point in fighting one?
You've crossed the wrong
Do not
mongrel.
fear. Do not waver. The light take you.
Aim carefully.
Whoa, I did see that. 46 damage. The ferocious Megalosaurus, just an elk hide. It's good to hunt a little elk in the area. Some loot up here. A blood vial, 2 gold, 2 animal hide, and golden earring worth 15. We can get over there, it looks like. Yeah, we can get down there. We will. Another elk, little box back here. Gold powder, 2 card figurines, 5 wooden plates. Alright. Come down. Come back here. Ferocious
Spirits
wolf.
demand your blood. Save the last one. for
Alpha
me.
wolf. Level 7.
Fiend.
Wow. Thing was tough. The other 2 just exploded. 1 failed, partially succeeded. Wolf pelt. Very cool. Like I said, we do need to level up though. So we'll take a break in a second. 50 gold, card figurine, fine feather, and a shining scale. Huh. We're back at the village. Nothing in the stump. Maybe those dire wolves weren't actually dead that we saw when we first came in, but actually just like a little glitch. And once we get over there, they're gonna be alive and attack us. Unless they were meant to be found dead like that. We'll see. Oh, yeah. Oh, a plagued smiling
You are
on.
today's sacrifice.
Watch each other.
Oh, and a plagued bear. Dang. Let me throw a targeted grease on them. Let me go ahead and cast a prayer. We have Dayron cast. Shield of Faith on Sela. Camellia. Animate the Dead.
Done with you.
Go for their hearts.
And Magdalar took a shot. Magdalar's going down quick. Wow, the Smilodon went down.
Fall.
No, it didn't. Bear went down.
Guide my blade.
I went down. Boom. Critical hit 27 from... Oh, from me. Who killed the smiling on the socio? Whew. Partially succeeded. Wolf pelt. 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 Smiling on?
I will bring down the divine wrath.
Nothing. So just a smiling on. 4 gold. Potion of Shield of Faith. Green quartz and a wooden mug. And I guess other than XP, just a little... encounter.
Follow my steps.
Showing what killed all the dire wolves. Can we walk down here? We can. Guess that's the whole map. We didn't uncover this area. Oh, we can run up right here. Some elk hunting. Megalosaurus. What's that? Is that something we took out? Yeah. Dire wolf. Alright. Well, visit Jernaugh, a small village far from the front line. To those accustomed to the clashing of iron, the shrieking of demons, and the moans of the dying, it is difficult to even believe that tranquil places like this still exist somewhere. The young cleric is settling into his new home, and his congregation seems pleased with him. He's living a peaceful life, and every day he prays for the commander's victory. Now we just need to make it to Dresden, guys. And the secrets of creation, right? A mystery beckons. Knowledge of a secret seems to elevate a person above others. Mortals love secrets and will do much for the sake of knowing them, even when there's no apparent benefit to possessing such knowledge. What is the point of knowing all the secrets of the universe? And how can this translucent masked figure know them all? Why will she only share them after the commander has solved her riddles? There are so many questions, and only one way to find the answers. Obey this unknown figure and do what she asks. An unknown masked figure told the commander to go to a place called the Heart of Mystery, promising that the secrets of creation would be revealed there. Is this a trap? Someone's stupid joke, or is there truly something of value hidden there? And that we have to we talked to all these villagers that we have to investigate. Been a cold year. And you guys never experience war. Thanks to our Mother Icy Rill, we do not starve.
Tread lightly.
Tread lightly. There's no perception checks anywhere on this land.
I'm gone.
Elk trying to scare me. Alright.
Follow my steps.
Get a Hydra to fight. Alright, and away we go. Interesting little village. Sleepy little village. Alright. And, current Glen Heaven's Edge, Dresden, Nameless Ruins. Where is that? Heart of Mystery. Whoa, it's way over there. We have to go through these guys. We can recruit more. Wait, we can... Oh wow, we can recruit clerics, free search for new units. 20,000, what? 23 clerics for 2530. Oh, to search again, it's another 20,000. Yeah, let's grab the footmen for 465. The archers, 21 of them for 525. 23 of them, sure. We're on a 2600. Not going to assign a general. Just going to take this army and move them up. To go meet with the others. These guys. Oh, almost there. That's going to be tough, all those Bermorax. Let's wait for the recruits to get here. Alright. Alright, let's possibly level up now. Well, we're 47 minutes in, so we've got to save. We'll start leveling up next time. So I want to thank you guys for joining me. Appreciate y'all. Hope you enjoyed. If you did enjoy, please press the like button or leave a comment. And more of this will get made. And yeah, we're heading for 100 and beyond. So hope you guys will join me next time. If you're new to my channel, feel free to subscribe and hit the notification bell. And I'm out. We'll see you guys next time. Do come back. Like I said, we're going to level up next time and work on that. So until then, be well, live well, stay well. And much love, peace, and joy. Thanks again for watching. Catch you guys next time. Bye-bye.